Transforming lives and building community, the 60-some members of Assistance League, Southwest Washington, make a huge difference locally. This all-volunteer organization helps people at significant tipping points in their lives. We supply brand new clothes to those assault survivors. We see that all kids in foster care get beautiful My Life storybooks to hold their photos, records, and mementos. We help kids at Innovative Services Northwest plant and tend their own playground garden and eat the produce for lunch. Kids in 25 local schools with high poverty levels get clothing and literacy supplies purchased just for them. And we raise all the funds to keep our programs going for as long as they're needed. With no paid staff or physical location, we put your donations to work right here at home, serving people at their point of need. Your support makes a real difference.
Welcome to the 2020 Sleigh Bell Benefit. I'm Janine Smith, current president of Assistance League, Southwest Washington. I'm happy that you are joining us for this virtual event today. I'm pleased to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Mayor of Vancouver, and member of our chapter, Ann McInerney-Ogle. We are so proud of Ann for her dedication and service to our community. People often comment about how amazed they are that the Mayor of Vancouver can also find time to volunteer for Assistance League of Southwest Washington as liaison for our Operation School Bell program. She purchases and delivers school supplies, clothes, hygiene kits for 2 schools in the Vancouver School District. Let's give a warm welcome to Ann McInerney-Ogle.
Thank you, Janine. Welcome, friends of Assistance League of Southwest Washington, to our first virtual Sleigh Bell Benefit. This is very different than what we had in store for our 18th annual Sleigh Bell Benefit, but we're still very excited to celebrate with you while raising funds for Assistance League and the many ways they serve our children and families in our local community. That's why I joined. I feel wonderful after giving a kindergartner a new backpack, a disabled teenager a scholarship, and fresh clothing for an assault survivor. Since 2003, Assistance League has been supporting children and families in Southwest Washington through our various philanthropic programs. And today we'll hear from 4 people sharing their experiences about how our programs impact them and the people they serve. Before we start, I want to let you know how you can participate in our event today. There are 4 different ways to give your support to Assistance League during this event. One way you can support is to donate. You can do this through the auction event link that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Or you can write a check and mail it to the address on the screen. Another way to support is the silent auction. There are fantastic items you can bid on and check off the gifts of your holiday list. Remember to bid often and bid high. You can also purchase tickets for the shopping parties at 2 local boutiques. Go to the Party Board tab on the auction events site. Help us spread the word and tell your friends about us through social media. And while you're thinking about the options on how to donate, let's learn about the signature program for all Assistance League chapters, Operation School Bell. Our chapter partners with 25 elementary and middle schools throughout Southwest Washington, providing literacy supplies, hygiene kits, shoes, and clothing to students identified by their school's Family Community Resource Coordinator. This year, with COVID, we've also supplied Winco family-friendly gift cards, as well as good quality earbuds and stylus that so many students need for remote learning. I've enjoyed my work at middle schools and especially Discovery, looking for shoes for just that right young student. Let me introduce you to our speaker, Shanna Baird, Family Community Resource Coordinator for Hazeldale Elementary School.
Hello, I would like to share with you a little bit about my job as a Family Community Resource Coordinator and the different ways I support students and families in our community. Being able to collaborate with the Assistance League is truly the heartbeat of the work I do as a Family Community Resource Coordinator. Each family I serve is unique, and I have the honor of walking alongside their journey at whatever speed they need. The support from the Assistance League enables me to meet families' needs quickly, efficiently, and with heart. I serve families that are experiencing homelessness, domestic violence, and loss of employment. I have supported students that have parents that are incarcerated and students that are placed in foster care. I work with single moms, single dads, and grandparents raising their grandchildren. Recently, I have supported several families that have been directly impacted by COVID-19. Families have experienced testing positive and being ill for a long period of time, being laid off from their employment, and many parents are behind in their rent payments. On top of it all, parents are feeling the pressure of becoming their child's teacher during remote learning and having adequate Wi-Fi access for their children. It's been a challenge. My partnership with Assistance League means everything to me and the families that I serve. Over the years, I've received coats, socks, underwear, shoes, hygiene kits, earbuds, iPad stylus, and more. Supporting families with these basic needs allows them to feel safe and cared for. Thank you, Assistance League, for your constant love, support, and heart.
Thank you, Shanna. I understand how difficult remote learning can be, and thank you so much for providing support for those families. Let's plug the paddle raise a little bit. $2,500 provides needed clothing for 50 school-aged children attending local schools with the highest poverty levels. $2,000 will purchase the hygiene kits for all 25 schools. And $25 will purchase one pair of shoes. Think about that. We're now going to learn a bit about Assistance League on a national level, and then we'll hear from Kathy Deschner, a longtime supporter of Assistance League Southwest Washington. Kathy also serves on our advisory council.
When was the last time you raised your hand, stepped in and got involved, made a difference in the life of someone you've never met, or saw something that needed changing and made it happen? In this country, there are tens of thousands of volunteers who do all that and more. Each has their own unique dream and sense of purpose. Together, we are Assistance League, a national nonprofit organization that celebrates the power of the volunteer to evoke positive change in the world. Across this country, the volunteers of Assistance League are committed to improving their local communities through hands-on involvement and innovative philanthropic programs. It's about creating joy, sharing what we have for the betterment of humankind, bringing hope to the hopeless, providing clothes and school supplies to children who too often go without, and extending comfort and companionship to a lonely senior. In transforming our communities, we ourselves are transformed. We discover strengths and talents we never knew we had. We become addicted to smiles, work alongside some of the most dedicated, intelligent, compassionate volunteers in the world, and forge friendships that last a lifetime. In over 100 years, we've touched the lives of millions of people in our towns and cities, and we've grown into a respected and effective national organization of individual chapters whose members believe that a giving heart and simple, compassionate acts can make a world of difference. We are Assistance League.
I first learned of the work of the Assistance League of Southwest Washington while working at Innovative Services Northwest. Assistance League is extraordinary and unique. Rarely do you find an all-volunteer organization that is so well managed and impacts so many lives. Each of their program areas provide critical services serving some of our most vulnerable residents, including early intervention services for children with disabilities, youth in foster care, and victims of sexual assault. These services are close to my heart. I have personally experienced the value and need for early intervention services for 2 of my children when they were under 3. Early intervention gives children the best chance for success in school and a good outcome in the future. Also, while working at YWCA Clark County, I saw the urgent need to support victims of sexual assault and youth in foster care. I wholeheartedly support Assistance League because I have seen firsthand the impact of their work and the hours of dedicated service from their talented volunteers who give enormous amounts of time and treasure. Your support for this amazing organization is a smart investment in our community that will truly change lives. And you can be assured that all of the funds remain here locally in our community.
Thank you so much, Kathy. As a retired teacher, I know how important it is to get those early services for those very young children. This is a good time to review ways to donate. Be the successful bidder on a silent auction item. Make a paddle raise donation for the amount of your choosing. Purchase tickets for a shopping party, or you can mail your donation to the address on the screen. Another one of our philanthropic programs is called Just Because. Just stands for jeans, underwear, socks, and t-shirts. This program supports children and youth ages 10 through 18 who are placed in out-of-home care through the Department of Children, Youth, and Family Services. Most youth come from a crisis situation and only enter care with the clothes on their back. Assistance League maintains a clothes closet down at DCYF where youth can pick out 2 sets of brand new clothes. We also sponsor a back-to-school shopping event at Grand Central Fred Meyer, where the youth have up to $150 to spend on new clothes to start the school year out right. Let's hear now from Debbie Goodson. She's a social worker from the Department of Children, Youth, and Family Services.
Hi, I'm Debbie Goodson, a social worker with the Department of Children, Youth, and Families. The Assistance League invited me here today to talk with you about 2 of their important programs, the Clothes Closet and the yearly back-to-school shopping spree. These are important supports for my agency. Children are removed from their homes for many reasons: neglect, physical abuse, domestic violence, sexual abuse, or a parent's inability to meet their needs. They are removed at any time, day or night, during any type of weather, and usually the removal is done quickly to lessen the trauma in the home. The kids come into the office wearing pajamas, slippers, covered in a blanket, without coats, socks, and sometimes even underwear. Whatever they were wearing at the time the social worker arrived is often what they leave in. In 2010, a member of the Assistance League received a call from a social worker. Her grandchildren had been picked up by our agency and needed clothes to wear. She recognized this must be a need for more children than just her own. She brought her grandchildren some clothes and went on to organize a solution for future children who might have the same need. Their world has just been torn apart, standing in the CPS office, surrounded by kind strangers, not knowing what's going to happen next. The clothes closet is often the first stop for them. A social worker will either take them there to pick out an outfit, coat, shoes, underwear, whatever is needed, or bring items back to the child so they can dress. The clothes closet becomes a blessing, a touch of comfort. I've often seen the relief on their faces. They dress in fashionable outfits that fit. They don't have to go back outside in the cold wearing just their PJs. They receive comfort, the familiar, a small piece of hope. Since 2015, the League has also been bringing excitement and joy to our kids heading back to school. The Fred Meyer shopping spree happens once a year. The League pays for 150 kids in care to shop at Fred Meyer's and pick out their own clothes for the new school year. This is a true gift for any kid, but especially ours. Foster kids have so many obstacles to overcome, and the Assistance League is helping them to feel loved, cared for, and showing them what childhood is supposed to feel like.
Thank you, Debbie. As you can see, these programs fill needs in so many ways, both tangible and intangible. And remember, $150 supports one child or teen shopping for back-to-school shoes and clothing. Children and teens have said they feel their old and worn-out clothes make them stand out. This program helps to provide new clothes that fit to take away the concern of feeling different and gives them a boost of confidence. Let's now hear about our ASK program, Assault Survivor Kits. In the past, women and children have had to leave the hospital in paper scrubs or with a blanket wrapped around them as their own clothing is collected for evidence by law enforcement. This program provides women and children real clothing and hygiene kits to leave the hospital with. These Assault Survivor Kits are placed in 3 local hospitals: Peace Health, Legacy Salmon Creek, and St. John's in Longview. J.C. Thomas, a community-based victim advocate from the YWCA, is here to tell us about the impact of this program.
I'm J.C. Thomas, and I am one of the sexual assault advocates with the YWCA Clark County. And I'd like to take a moment to talk about the Assault Survivor Kits, which the Assistance League of Southwest Washington provides for victims of sexual assault. When someone has been sexually assaulted, it can be terrifying and isolating. Survivors are often confused and embarrassed. Even acknowledging that such a crime happened can be devastating, and the thought of seeking help can be even scarier. When a victim of sexual assault presents at one of our area hospitals, they are provided with a specially trained forensic nurse examiner, as well as other critical and valuable supports, such as a victim advocate from YWCA Clark County. Thanks to the generous support of the Assistance League of Southwest Washington and the Assault Survivor Kits they provide, victims are given clothes, socks, underwear, and hygiene items. Though these items may seem small to you or me, they may be desperately needed by the survivors that we serve. Community-based advocates and hospital staff can offer these items to victims of sexual assault, both adults and children, to increase the care and comfort for individuals going through an incredibly difficult time. Offering survivors something comforting and clean to wear is not a small act. Most survivors haven't thought about needing clothing or personal items until their own clothing is collected as forensic evidence, and that's usually a really hard moment. With the help of these kits, we are able to turn that moment of despair into a moment of support and dignity, one where they are given something more than clothing. They are given a tangible message that they are not alone and that they are cared for by their community. And this is only possible because of your generosity and thoughtfulness. Knowing that they can leave the hospital in real clothes also increases the likelihood that a survivor will choose the option of surrendering clothing that could be key evidence and aid in the prosecution of an offender. Survivors are usually amazed and deeply touched that these items are made available to them. It takes a special kind of person to give when you may never see the direct benefit of your generosity. So on behalf of the many, many survivors who have been given these kits, thanks to you and the Assistance League of Southwest Washington, I want to extend our sincere and deep gratitude. The value and power of these kits is both simple and profound. By supporting the Assistance League of Southwest Washington, you are supporting survivors of sexual assault and the Clark County community. We greatly appreciate the long-standing support from the Assistance League and from you. Thank you.
Thank you, JC. And thank you to Assistance League for filling in a gap in our problems. Thank you so much for attending. As we adapt to this virtual world, our mission has remained constant to help support the children, teens and families who continue to navigate these difficult situations. We are so thankful that you attended our annual Sleigh Bell Benefit Program. And please remember, even a small contribution or donation will help a child in need. You can help transform lives and strengthen communities through your kind act of service. You have until 8 p.m. tonight to go to the auction event site to donate through the paddle race, the silent auction, or purchasing tickets on the party board. And now, I'd like to turn it back over to Janine Smith, President of Assistance League of Southwest Washington.
Thank you so much, Ann. That was great. I want to thank all of our sponsors and donors that have been so generous in their support of our programs. This Sleigh Bell benefit marks the third year we have been blessed to have Northwest Pipe as our top sponsor. Thank you, Northwest Pipe. Thank you also to our other sponsors, Copper Creek Homes, Lily Atelier, Arctana, Advanced Wealth Management, Providence Health Services, Nanette Walker, and the Fort Vancouver High School Class of 1960. And thank you for joining us for this special event to raise money to support the programs that Assistance League Southwest Washington provides in our community. Without your generosity, we could not do what we do. I know many of you have been longtime supporters, and we greatly appreciate your continued support. If you would like more information about Assistance League or joining our chapter as a volunteer, please visit our website. Now, before we conclude our event today, I'm happy to congratulate Carrie Tinker, our 2020 Sleigh Bell Benefit Committee Chair, for a job well done, exceeding all expectations. We couldn't have done this event without her talents. Carrie spent long hours researching and developing the event you saw today. She cleverly pulled from many resources to build this event from the ground up. We are so lucky to have Carrie as a member of our chapter. And thank you to the committee members that supported Carrie in her success. Mark your calendars, the 2021 Sleigh Bell Benefit will hopefully be back at the Vancouver Hilton, December 6, 2021. Thank you again, and I wish you all health, safety, and happy holidays.